Now, John, all through training, Helmut was using a checklist for everything. And we actually have checklists that we use as well. Where did the big plastic box go? Keys out. Thank you, sir. And as pilots, we use checklists to make sure we don't miss anything. So this is what the checklist looks like. We're a training school, so we make this really simple for our students. If it's green, it's on the ground. Once we go flying, the blue checklists are done in the air. And then after we're done flying, guess what? We come back to the ground. And then when it's time to shut down, it's red. So I make it simple, and then we have emergency procedures and numbers inside. I know this like the back of my hand. And for this flight, I'll get everything going moving forward. But whenever you fly with Helmut in the future, make sure he uses a checklist all the time. Not saying anything bad about you, Helmut, really, but you know, you will be trained to a different standard and be good. Airplanes don't have a choke like in your car. You know, like when you start your car in the morning, it actually has a choke and it gives it more gas. Our carburetor's at the bottom of the engine. It's an updraft carburetor, and so to get it started, we just inject raw gas in the throttle or into the bottle, into the venturi of the carburetor, and that helps us start the airplane. Because we have a mixture to control the amount of fuel. As we go higher, we have less pressure. The oxygen stays the same, but we have less pressure that the engine can use. So if I have less pressure, I have to adjust the mixture so the engine runs better at altitude.
So lean, right?
So this is how we lean the engine. So you'll hear some of this conversation. So full rich, lean to the back.
So rich is at the ground, and then lean is...
as we climb in altitude. You're right. See, you didn't forget all that stuff. You thought you did. Okay. At this point, you go, Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Amen. So should we just go along the bay then? Maybe like Oakwood.
You guys live in Brentwood, right?
Yeah.
So
we could go to Brentwood.
Let's go take a little trip down to Brentwood way. Can you reach pedals? I can reach pedals. All good?
Oh, so you push forward right for the...
Clear! At this point, it's too late to turn back now. Okay, John, can you hear me? John?
Heard you.
Okay, so this has got to go up. It actually has to go right up, almost on your lip. See where this is?
Yep.
There we go. And remember, the rule of thumb is if we want to hear you, you actually have to be able to hear yourself first.
Can you hear me? Oh, I can hear myself now.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess.
See, he can be taught.
07.
I can't hear you though because you don't have your microphone close enough. Oh,
Ellie, get it closer to your lip.
Wow. Copy Tower, information Zulu, time 1953.
Head to LCA.
Conquer ground Cherokee 1109 X-ray, Sterling with the Zulu.
Cherokee 1109 X-ray, Conquer ground, runway 1 right, taxi.
1 right, taxi to the laughter, 09 X-ray.
That was good, Joe. Conquer ground, Moment 61, the hotel, I'd like to head to LCA. Moment 61, Conquer ground, proceed to LCA, via Texas, Golf Echo, hold short, runway 1 left. 61, proceed to LCA, via Golf Echo, holding short, 1 left, thank you.
Okay, Helmut, put the left hand right. Put the left hand right there, put the right hand on the throttle, put your feet on the pedals. We're going to let you do a little taxi. We're only going to go down here a couple feet though.
Okay.
So this hand goes there because you've been driving a car for a while. This hand goes on the throttle.
Okay.
Put me on the O line. Once it starts moving, pull the power back. We don't need all that power. Yellow lights more to the right. There you go. Breathe. Oh. And And for positive exchange of flight controls, Helmut, I'll say I have the airplane. You'll say, Kevin, you have the airplane. I'll say, Helmut, I have the airplane. If I get it back to you, I'll say, Helmut, you have the airplane. You'll say, Kevin, I have the airplane. And I'll say, you have the airplane. So at this point, Helmut, I have the airplane.
You have the airplane.
And Helmut, I have the airplane. Good job. See, it's not as hard as you remember.
Where's it good?
There is a God. Don't know what his name is, but could be a her.
Can we do the Lord's Prayer before we take off?
Sure.
Just kidding.
Get right on with it, everybody. You have a good time. That would be a good thing for an atheist.
Mike is 10 miles west of the field, Mr. Zulu, inbound for full stop.
Cessna 8330 Mike, Conquer Tower, and report 2 mile left base runway 1 left. Traffic in left close traffic to Cirrus.
For 2 mile left base, 1 left, 30 Mike.
Tower, Cherokee 1109 X-ray, 1 right for a right crosswind departure.
Cherokee 1109 X-ray, Conquer Tower, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff, right crosswind departure approved.
Clear for takeoff, 1 right, right crosswind 09 X-ray, rolling. And on the yoke. Oh, this hand doesn't fly.
30 Alpha Kilo.
This hand doesn't fly. It goes on the throttle and the trim. So the trim's a little bit different here. The trim's actually between the seats down here.
Right traffic, runway 1 right.
So reach in here and find the trim.
Traffic departure.
So if we're pulling back on the yoke, we're going to pull back on this wheel.
Looking for the Cherokee.
It's like on the Cessna, it was up front.
Oh, yeah.
And you could never figure out which way to go. So the easy thing here is if you're pulling back, grab the wheel and pull back. If you're pushing forward, grab the wheel and push forward. Okay?
Got it.
So we're going to do a check of 3. 1, and 1. All checks are in place. Throttle, full throttle. I'll keep the center line, so go ahead and put your feet off. You haven't had those in a while, so I'll keep the center line, but this all the way in. All the way. There we go. That hand doesn't fly. Looking for 65 though. Let the nose stay down. Just all that weight in the back because John's back there. He needs to go on a diet. He shouldn't have those extra pancakes this morning.
And bacon.
There's 65. Ease back on the yoke. And guess what, John? You're flying.
Nice.
We're going to pitch for 90, so put the nose down a little bit. Let us build into the speed of 90. Don't run the Cirrus over. So that airplane right there, John, is the one that you guys were sitting in. Up too much. He's got a few more horsepower, so we can't climb as fast as he can. And the fact, John weighs that extra 300 pounds in the back.
Traffic last reported over the Pittsburgh actually for right traffic entries and experimental.
Nose down a little bit. Now, you're holding on. Look at the back of your knuckles. The back of your knuckles are bright pink. Let go of the nose. Let go. Just let go. Let go. Let go.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, Conquer Tower.
09 X-ray.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, traffic last reported over the Pittsburgh stacks for right traffic entries and experimental.
09 X-ray, we're looking for the experimental inbound for 3-2.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, then traffic is for 1 right.
Yeah, 1 right, I'm sorry. How you doing back there, John?
Oh, doing well, thank you.
Okay, Helmut, we're out of 1,000 foot. Put the nose down. We'll accelerate a little bit. Relax, brother.
Cirrus 9 Delta Whiskey, runway 1 left, clear for the option.
1 left, clear for the option, 9 Delta Whiskey.
Cirrus 5 Charlie Papa, turn right at Charlie, cross runway 1 right, contact ground on the other side.
then Charlie, cross the right side, 5 Charlie cross.
Now we're going to make a right turn around the hill right here, and we'll head down south. Now see, this is a different perspective for you. We actually have hills out here. Not like flying in Iowa.
You want me to start the trip
Yeah,
now?
we're just going to skis around the hill. We're actually going to end up tracking down Highway 4.
Okay.
So we can go over Highway 4 where you spend all your time going 15 miles an hour. We'll be doing about 100.
Terminal, Alpha Kilo is on about a 2 mile 45, so right downwind, 1 right.
Terminal 0 Alpha Kilo, runway 1 right, cleared to land.
0 Alpha Kilo, clear to land, 1 right, thanks.
The best part about it is the Piper has so much dihedral that it's a very stable airplane. And it's a great training platform. You know, if you decide down the line to get your instrument rating, this is the best airplane to do your instrument rating in because it's a simple airplane to fly.
I always had trouble at just keeping like the plane level, right? So you have to trim it? Or
So let me show you the
Right, runway 1 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 1 left, great, go back.
like a, the airplane's not going to do anything like that. It's very stable. It's very inherent. And I'm going to watch the nose of the airplane. See how it's climbing?
right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the nose over to the horizon. I'm going to put the nose about 1.5 inches below the horizon. Because if I'm watching in here, everything that happened in here that I'm seeing here took place a half a second earlier out there. So the nose of the airplane is the key to level flight.
Okay.
So I'm putting the nose down below the horizon, pitch it there, and I'm going to trim it up slowly. Make small little movements.
Got it.
And now if I do this right, and I really work on trimming the airplane,
950 on whiskey, just come.
it's a no-brainer effect. Now the other thing is you're going to find a lot of people, especially in your early flying, when the wings get bounced around, they're doing this. And the problem is when you do that, all you're doing is chasing something that's already happened. So when you get into little bumps, freeze the yoke. If the wing goes down, step on the opposite rudder. You're going to yaw the airplane, you're going to change the lift component, and that wing will come right back up. And then you won't have John puking down the back of your shirt.
Interesting.
So John, you drive out to Brentwood a lot?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's Highway 4, and those people down there are doing probably around 65 right now. And we're going overhead at 114 knots, 115 knots, about 130 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
And we're just cruising. We don't even have the engine running at its max performance. We're just kind of taking it easy.
That's awesome.
Okay, so Helmut, what I want you to do now is just to climb the airplane. And I can do one of two things. I can make this hard and I can pull back on the yoke, or let go of the yoke, and I'm going to just add throttle. Now watch what happens. For just a momentary second, the nose is going to come down. The airspeed is going to start to build. As soon as I start to build airspeed, guess what happens? I make more lift. And watch the nose of the airplane. Remember I told you the nose has everything going on? So see the nose coming up towards the horizon?
Very nice.
So I didn't really have to do a lot of work to get this done. Now this is a self-damping oscillation. The airspeed's going to climb, but then it's going to slow down, and the nose is going to drop back down. So I can either damp that out with my fingers, or I can just let it do its thing, and it'll eventually find stasis on the other side. And then I just trim and make my life easy.
But you didn't take the throttle back now,
No,
right?
I'm still climbing.
Oh,
Well, it's 2,500 feet already. But I didn't have to do a lot of work.
right.
I'm old, fat, and lazy. I'd rather be an easy pilot than the other. See, now the first thing you do is you grab for the yoke to bring it back over.
Right.
But if this wing is down, watch what happens. If I step on the rudder and I don't change the yoke at all, the wing comes right back around.
Okay.
John, you're in an airplane that's designed to fly in this environment. And a lot of people get nervous flying in little airplanes. But if you're going down the road in your car and you're going down a dirt road and the car's bouncing all around, are you nervous?
No.
No, because the car's designed to do that.
Right.
So it's the same thing here. The airplane's designed to do this. It's designed to handle this. It's like the guys with the boats down there. See the guy in the motorboat going down the Delta? When he goes across waves, does he freak out? No, because the boat's designed to do that. Same thing here. So just rely on the fact that it's a good, comfortable, well-maintained airplane. And it's gotten you from Concord to the Antioch area in less than 10 minutes. Let's see you do that on a Friday night on Highway 4.
Or any night.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, cool. Look
So
at the tanker
trim
going
it down. I have to.
No, just let it. I pulled the power back, so it's actually going to come down a little bit because we want to get down low. See if we can find your house out here.
Okay.
You know, so we're actually going to make a descent. And remember that power controls altitude. If I have excessive power, I can climb. If I have cruise power, I'm going to stay cruising. And I just pulled the power back, hear the engine change.
Right.
And so now I don't have that power, and the airplane's going to just make a nice, gentle descent.
That's the Kaiser Hospital. Do you see that?
Where?
Where?
Right down there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Highway 4 is on the left.
Yep. And then there's the Antioch Bridge. And then right down there in the middle of all the green, see the big brown cutout on the right-hand side of our nose?
Uh-huh.
Just beyond that is the Byron Airport.
Oh.
I don't come down this way in the car just because I hate dealing with traffic, so I've been down here a while. What's that big building right there? Almost looks like it's a casino or something.
High school, right?
So Brentwood's closer than Discovery Bay, right?
Yes, that's
Right.
correct.
If you actually over, that's Lone Tree Way, right? If we should go along, we should leave Lone Tree Way on our left side. If we live right there. Oh yeah, see the blue route? That's the elementary school,
Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
and we're right to the right of it. Our little hood. Always gets bumpier when you're closer to the ground, right?
Well, and the difference is that green doesn't reflect as much heat as brown does. And it's because we have uneven heating of the Earth's surface that we have the weather that makes life possible on Earth. So we just kind of deal with it with the airplanes. It's not that big a deal. So there's the Blue Elementary School.
Yeah, so we're right of that.
Which street?
It's Blackstone Drive right here.
So you come down here and go in the subdivision that it's in?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see your house yet?
Yep. Can you see it?
No?
Right here.
Where?
Down below.
Oh.
See it?
That's the...
See it?
See it.
There's a truck.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
There's our cats.
Don't die, I need to be fed tonight. Remember, this is all about me, I am the cat. Oh, and look at all the traffic sitting down there stopped.
Yeah.
And we're only doing, 83 knots, about 100 miles an hour right now.
Oh.
And we're just taking our time. JC Penney's. And the tennis courts.
Yep. That's the gym over there.
Now, John, do you like roller coasters?
I actually do.
You do?
I do.
So, we can do a maneuver that's called a negative G pushover. It's a term from Top Gun. But what it does is it allows you to experience, like on a camelback, you know, when you're going over the camel humps on a roller coaster, you go up and go down. The only difference is when you do it on the roller coasters, they don't allow you to actually get negative Gs.
Oh my God.
So what I'm going to have Helmut do is Helmut's going to take and hold this pen in his hand like this against his weight.
Oh no.
Oh my
Just
God.
go like this. Hold it like that.
Sick?
No, we're not going to get sick.
Okay,
Hold on to your pants.
Not yet. I mean, we're getting there, but just hold your hand flat so that your thumb doesn't get in the way. We don't want our thumb to interfere with it. And this is how we make an ink pen float. When I did this as a kid at 16, we actually used a fire extinguisher. And unfortunately, it was a bad event in the fire extinguisher because when it came down, it about cocked the guy in the back seat. It hit him right in the forehead. So I've changed to something a little lighter, a little less, shall we say, detrimental to your health if we don't control the ink pen. But at this point, we're just going to kind of pitch the nose up. And keep your eyes on the ink pen, John.
Okay. Whoa! That was awesome! Don't do it again,
Oh my God.
Look, and he didn't scream like a girl. So, let me see you do that on United Airlines.
That's true.
Because all the other people would be freaking out.
You have a good point there.
That's some of the fun stuff while we get to fly. Go ahead, Helmut, fly the airplane.
All right.
It's all about you. It's not about me, it's not about John, it's about Helmut. Or in this case, Helly.
Helly.
Helly Haas.
With the Y.
Man, that almost sounds like you're being an extreme snowboarder or something. Hi, I'm Helly Haas.
Alright, just gonna try and see if I can trip the plane.
So see your nose? How far is your nose down below the horizon?
Too much.
So pick it up first. Before you trim, pick the nose up, hold the nose where you want it,
Okay.
and then trim the forces off. So hold it right about there, and now, as you trim it, start opening your hand so you can feel the airplane. And see if it's pushing against your hand or pushing against your fingers. So if it's pushing against your palm, you have to pull back. If it's pushing against your fingers, you have to push forward. Now it's a little low again, so you have to pull back a little more, right about there. And remember, it's going to be small movements. I think you're a little bit far forward now, so go forward just a touch. And see where you're at.
I guess that's pretty good.
I would take that because we're going to oscillate back and forth a little bit while it stabilizes.
Right.
But it's stabilizing really nicely, so.
172 Hotel Golf is cleared number 214 right of traffic ahead in sight, but want to verify left or right traffic.
Cessna 2 Hotel Golf, after the option, make right close traffic.
Okay, right close traffic after the option. 2 Hotel Golf.
Cessna 0 Whiskey, traffic departing runway 1 left. We'll be making left close traffic for your parallel runway is the Cirrus.
I copy that, 0 Whiskey.
Wow, this cargo ship just got a whole bunch of rights, it looks like.
0 short 1 left, ready to take off the left turn.
Yeah, you can still see it when it's on top of the deck.
Departing runway 1 left and left close traffic for runway 14 left.
Here, John, let me show you right here.
Okay, we're looking at that one, really nice.
See the ship?
Okay, thank you.
Wrong with traffic in sight.
Remember that wherever we put the airplane, it's still going to fly. We can just move it around however we want to.
Right.
And that's part of the skill set of being a pilot that selects some flight time.
Super Club 82520 Parker Tower, hold short.
There's Kirker Pass that goes up over the top, and then the Concord Pavilion right there. So make a left turn going that way. I'm going to add just a little power heli. We want to be about 2,500 feet going over that way just because of the wind. And the uneven heating, we don't want to bounce John around too much in the back there, so let it continue to climb a little bit, and then just head towards Kirker Pass.
Continue now to how beautiful left run up cross runway 1 right after you completed with your run up. Station Alpha, time 2053 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 13, dew point -5, altimeter 3006.
First 9 Delta Whiskey, runway 14 left clear to the
Landing runway 14 left. Advise on this contact, you have Alpha.
Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, traffic inbound from the
Conquer Tower, Fashion Alpha, time 2053 Zulu, wind calm, visible.
Nicely done.
1 Whiskey, make right close traffic.
Remember, it's not as hard as you thought it is it?
Cessna 01 Whiskey, negative, make right close traffic for runway 14 right.
14 right, correction. 01 Whiskey.
The main concern I have is really about ATC, right? And kind of following what they're...
Yeah, it's not that hard of a deal. Not that big a deal. I've got some really good forms to help you get used to talking to ATC and understand the process. It's not that hard.
1637 is, I'm just turning on a 3 mile... What is ATC? 3 mile right, 45.
Traffic control.
14 right.
So John, I'm going to drop the wing on this side again. What I want you to do is see what most people never see.
Okay, we're just...
As you drive on the ground, you never see the geologic lines of the ground.
Oh, wow.
Where it's all moved. See how that all lifted up when they made the mountains? Pretty friggin' amazing, huh?
That is amazing.
Cherokee 13 Lima, and say the direction from the field.
We're northeast for 13 Lima.
Cherokee 13 Lima, Raj.
What are those?
That's the bomb place for the Naval Weapons Station. That's where they used to keep all the bombs.
6582520, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
That's all Port Chicago Naval Weapons Facility all the way out to the dock out there where the cranes are. So then we should be able to look right.
I'll call you left turn.
There's Concord Pavilion.
Call the left turn.
It right there?
Oh, yeah.
For all the concerts.
Zero Whiskey, correction, Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, start your left crosswind when able.
Go ahead and let the nose come down a little bit. We're going to descend going back to the airport. Concord Tower, Cherokee 110, under X-rays inbound Kirker Pass with Alpha.
Cherokee 110, X-ray, Concord Tower, staying in your position.
Kirker Pass, Concord Pavilion.
Established on the VUR, runway 19 right, approach, circle to 14.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, you were stepped on, say again.
Kirker Pass, 09 X-ray.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, make left traffic runway 14 left, report on the 45, traffic and left close traffic at Sirius and a Cessna.
14 left for the 45, 09 X-ray, we got the Sirius in sight. So now we're just going to head right back towards the airport. A little more to the right, a little more right rudder. Now remember, the important thing is, if I need to make a heading change, I can roll to it or watch this. I can actually use my rudders a little more effectively.
Cessna, beam the numbers 1
Oh my God,
their numbers.
I'm a rudder guy. I fly tailwheel airplanes, and so I teach all my kids how to use rudders
for the option.
because it's a much better way to go.
The option 1 right, 01 Whiskey.
Gonna
Just keep
land
going right there.
37, traffic ahead to your...
He's outboard of me. I'm way in.
Cessna 637, you're number 1 line, 14 right, clear to land.
Okay, clear to land, number 1, 14 right, 637. Alpha Zulu, established on the VUR, runway 19 right, approach, circle 14.
Supergo 520, traffic crossing right to left is a Sirius.
520 has full flames. Tower sequence for 13 Lima.
Cherokee 13 Lima, you're number 1 right, 14 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 14 left, 13 Lima, thanks.
20 Whiskey, sorry about that, you're number 2, follow the Cessna short final at 14 right, clear for the option.
Back to the left a little bit.
9 Delta Whiskey.
Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, negative, continue down when you're number 2, follow the yellow Cherokee, head to your right.
Did you say I'm number 2 behind the yellow Cherokee?
Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, affirmative, turn to your right, you're number 2, follow the Cherokee, head to your right.
You want me to turn to my right, 9 Delta Whiskey.
9 Delta Whiskey, number 2, follow the yellow Cherokee on final, on 14 left, cleared for the option.
14 left, clear for the option, 9 Delta Whiskey. Zulu on the VOR, runway 19 right, approach.
Cessna, Alpha Zulu, stand by, I'll get to you.
09 X-rays on the 45, 14 left.
Right, and contact ground.
Okay, turn right on 19 right and over to ground, 637.
520, left turn out approved, traffic on the approach is a stationary.
520, look.
Stationary 90 Alpha Zulu, sorry about the wait. Traffic's a Super Cub departed 190 Commercial Line 1 left to the northwest. Report of the final approach fix.
Now we're going to go down
Alpha Zulu, final approach fix.
Correction, stationary 90 Alpha Zulu. You're number 3, follow Sirius on final, runway 14 left, cleared to land.
Land number 3, follow Sirius, 9 Alpha Zulu.
We'll be landing on
20 has stationary.
09 X-rays downwind, 14 left.
Cherokee 09 X-ray number 4, follow the stationary over the VOR, runway 14 left, clear to land.
09 X-ray, we're looking for the stationary VR, not in sight. We're clear to land. 14 left, 09 X-ray.
Cherokee 13, Lima, turn right at taxiway Alpha and contact ground 49er.
Right it up, we'll go to ground 0 at 1.
Hold it at 1,000 feet, and we're going to put our first non-flaps.
Stay in position, please.
But our flaps aren't like on the Cessna, but we actually have a handle.
From 14 right, clear for option. Thank you, sir.
Those are the flaps.
Yep, that's the emergency brake.
01 Whiskey, contact ground 49er.
Q0 Whiskey.
X-ray's no joy. Oh, I got the citation in sight, or the Alpha Zulu in sight now.
Alright, Cherokee 09 X-ray number 2, follow the Sierra short final line 14 left, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, 14 left, 09 X-ray.
Station 9er Alpha Zulu, you're now number 2, follow the Cherokee, beam the numbers, runway 14 left, clear to land.
Roger, number 2, clear to land, follow Cherokee in. Concord Tower, light support 117 Golf X-ray, ready to go at 14 right, like a left downwind departure.
So this is kind of unique. I've been flying here for over 5 years, and I've only landed on this runway one other time.
Runway 14
It's
right.
kind of cool.
Hold short of 14 right, 117 Golf X-ray.
Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, turn right at taxiway Alpha, safe parking.
Eastbound, we're actually heading to Sterling, 9 Delta Whiskey.
Sirius 9 Delta Whiskey, turn right at taxiway Alpha, hold short runway 32 left approach, then hold, remain this frequency.
Roger, 9 Delta Whiskey.
Now, John, when you learn to fly, and I know you're going to because Helmut's not going to let you not learn to fly, and it's not as scary as you thought it was.
Station 9 Alpha Zulu, you're
All of your friends are going to judge you
final, only 14 left, go to
by how well you land the airplane. You can have the best flight in the world, and you come in and bounce the airplane, they're like, fuck, I'm never flying with him again. He's a shitty pilot. So you have to work on the landing stuff pretty quickly. And Helmut, this is the first time you've landed this airplane, so I'm going to do the landing. You just follow through with me, and I'll show you kind of the pattern. But we don't have the same visuals that you had in the Cessna. You can't see the ground, so you're actually looking over here a little bit different.
Whiskey, cross runway 14 right, contact ground on the other side.
But it's no big deal because the airplane's a really fun airplane to fly.
9 Delta Whiskey.
We're going to get it down in the ground effect, and we're just going to hold it off and introduce the power.
Golf X-ray, runway 14 right, line up and wait, and say again the direction.
Ground effect, power off.
Line up and wait on 14 right, I'd like a left downwind departure, 417 Golf X-ray.
Yeah, I suck.
Awesome.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, turn right on taxiway Alpha, hold short, runway 32 left approach, remain this frequency.
Right on Alpha, hold short at 32 left, 09 X-ray. And now we have to use the speed brake.
547 Golf X-ray, runway 14 right, clear for takeoff, continue straight out on your left turn. Correction, left downwind departure is approved.
Takeoff and left downwind departure, 117 Golf X-ray.
Sure.
32 left here.
Ground, can you
Yeah, let's the next one up here. So see the 32 left approach.
Continue straight ahead and contact ground.
Roger, continue and contact ground, 9 Delta Whiskey. Ground chance, 636.
And the reason we're holding short is, look right there.
Cessna 636 November, Concord Tower, make left traffic, runway 14 left, report on the 45.
What does it mean, report on the 45?
45 degree angle to the runway. So you enter the downwind on a 45 degree angle.
Cherokee 09 X-ray, cross runway 32 left approach, contact ground on the other side.
Cross the left and contact ground on the other side, 09 X-ray. Contact ground, Cherokee 1109 X-ray, clear 14 left, 4 Sterling.
2109 X-ray, contact ground, to Sterling, detail to Alpha Fox, approaching Alpha Lima.
Alpha Lima to Sterling, 09 X-ray. Keep me on the yellow line, Helmut. Left hand up there, that way you don't try to steer it. Left hand up there. Because, you know, you haven't flown in a while, so you can try to steer it like a car. Then the other hand that doesn't fly goes on the throttle. Good job.
Concord ground, 9 Alpha Zulu, clear the active taxi east ramp.
Small.
Mounted on Alpha, Zulu, Concord Rapids, East Road, via Texas, got left.
Left on.
Yeah, we're going left on Alpha. Or left on Lima. But we got to get up to the yellow line up there. There we go. Not bad. A little more right. I'll keep you on top of the line. Those lines are actually for pilots who know how to taxi, just so you know. Back to the right a little bit. And we're going to go straight ahead, right back where we came from to park the airplane.
Straight ahead of you?
Yep. Actually, you never go straight, just go forward. Yes, I told you, I'm a clown. We do this because it's fun. Okay, I've got the airplane, so we don't hit any of the other airplanes. Take your feet off the brakes, though, so I can taxi the airplane. Because you were using all brakes there.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, it's been a while since you've been flying, but you know. Okay, so then we're going to do our shutdown checklist. Leave all the other lights off, except for the fin, that's the one on the back. Check everything down, the magnetos, make sure that they turn off, they do. Radios.
Awesome.
Everybody wave at the camera.